going to end up messy on the deck. Bailed. Pretty good hits there. I'd say he's probably toast. On my tail, damn it. Plane's a bit wrecked. Mustang bought the farm but saved me. Alright, let's get out of here. Full fuel. Do you need it for 30 minutes? Maybe not quite, maybe about 400. It does go through fuel very quickly. There's two different types of wing. This one's got 50 calibers plus the cannon, whereas normally you got 303s plus the cannon. So this time I'm taking the 50 cals. I think they're probably better than the 303s. What do you think? 303 or 50? I mean, I like 303. In reality, if you hold a 303 round in your hand, it's a beefy freaking cartridge, man. But like, compare it to a 50, which is right there, and the 50 is even stronger. But like in air combat, 303 seems to do practically nothing. He knows that I'm here, I think, this 109. There's that door, let's finish him off. Oh shit! There's the 109, should I finish him off? Do I need to? Alright, good. Let's just go 90. Get out of here. That's 2 kills, man. Wow, that's a 410, I think. It's got those guns that can shoot downwards. It's attacking the ground. It's being shot at by the Tempest. The Typhoon, rather. 410 deserves some respect. It's got some... Oh, it got hit by the flak. That's bad, because that means if I shoot it down, the flak might get credited with the kill. If not the Typhoon. Typhoon's going in for another attack. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him from the flank. Like I'm going to do a... Oh shit, there's a Spitfire onto him as well. There's no way I'm going to get this before the other guys do. I'm going to hit him on a lead shot though, you see. Got him! Always send a frog to do a man's job. I got him, but who got the kill though, right? The flak and those other 2 couldn't do it. I step in and bam. But did I get the kill? I've got 8 kills there somehow. I think I got the kill. Might want to learn how to feather the prop with a prop like this. Into the unknown, testing out performance differences of a jet and a high-end prop. I'm still sticking with him, kind of. He knows I'm here and he's trying to evade. He's out of range at the moment, but now we both got contrail. Basically at the end of my tether. Nice try. Nice try. Just trying to escape. I have 1 minute of power left. Holy shit, I got... It is now, I don't know what, 440 miles an hour? Holy shit. Smooth that. It's very interesting though, like you've got a state-of-the-art, so we're talking about 1945, you've got a state-of-the-art propeller plane here, and you've got the 262, which is an early jet. So at the beginning of the jet age with the 262, obviously it's at the beginning of its technological run, and the Spitfire's at the end of its technological run. It has achieved its final form. It's a very interesting matchup. Kind of the same with the Tempest and the 262. If you're flying a 262, a Tempest is a real threat, real danger. Hello everyone, welcome to this flight. That there's probably a PE2. Trying to do well in the Spitfire 14 today. I've actually figured out a few important things about this plane. When you get into a turn fight with an enemy, cut the bloody power. You must cut the power. If you don't cut the power when you're in a turn fight with the enemy, you will G-lock. Set your range of your guns pretty far out. At the moment I've got them set at 400 meters. That reminds me I've got to adjust the reticle here. 400 meters, about 450 yards approximately, so that'll do us. So you've got a very small spot there to put the wingspan in. That's 400 meters away. Why? So normally, like with an Axis plane, I'll go for 220 meters. So why am I going for 400 or 500 meters with the Spitfire? Well, it's because plenty of times I'll have a K4 or a Dora, a very fast plane in front of me, flying away from me. And if I've got my gun set to 220, I can hit it. I can hit that Dora or K4 up to 220, but I can't hit it beyond that. The bullets will cross, and I won't be able to get the hits on the plane. If you set like 400 meters convergence, I need to get out of here. I'm going to get shot by that flak if I don't. Then you can hit something very far away. You might only hit it with one cannon, like instead of both cannons, but that doesn't really matter too much. The payoff is that you actually get the hits. I actually exploded an escaping K4 with a really good shot, a long distance shot. It was probably about 300 meters away. I did that just a few minutes ago, about 10-15 minutes ago. Okay, so there's 3-4 planes up there. Let's go on, and they're over enemy territory. So this is the Spitfire 14. I could go clipped wings, that would help me a lot, but I'm not going to. I want to go with the full wings. Help me roll, but probably not with climb. I'm taking 50 calibers, as long as with the cannon as well, instead of 303s. Full fuel and guns to 400 meters convergence. 1945 RAF skin. Standard 1945 RAF skin. Remember, my guns are set to 400 meters, so I can really reach out and grab them from far away. I think it's a Dora. I don't think it fully knows that I'm here yet. It's just sort of cruising. I'm trying to make my presence obvious so that it'll spook it into a fight. It'll either spook it into a fight or it'll run away. Might be able to ambush. It's a 109. No, it's a Dora. I don't know, it's something. My throttle is right back. I don't even have any throttle right now. That's the key to success there. Sayonara, muchacho! He was going back to his base, but he wasn't smart enough to defeat me, haha. Alright. Let's get out of here. Look at that, eh? It's on fire. It's an AR-234, can you believe it? Can't hit it from here though. Wouldn't mind chasing it. Especially if it does something stupid. Then I can get it. If he's not at full power, he doesn't know that I'm here, I could still get him. Especially if you turn fight. Reel him in. Like a fish. Perfect. bailed. He's bailed. How many kills have I got so far? Was that 1 or 2 or what? I don't know. That was 2, right? Because I got the Dora that was trying to escape back to its base. Great, let's just get another 3 kills. There's the 262. He's coming at us. He's fighting a Spitfire. Right, let's go like this. Let's go like... too far. And that gap between the horizontal lines either side of the dot represents the wingspan of the target, what it looks like at 400 meters. So you get the wingspan of an enemy plane in that gap between the horizontal lines where the dot is, and you pull the trigger and you'll hit them. You can also get a gyro sight for this plane, which I haven't been using. And the Hispanos are fast-firing cannons. I've managed to pull off some great long-distance convergence shots with these cannons. They're kind of designed for it, you know. And another thing with this plane is keep your distance from the enemy when you're on their tail. They can't shake you, but if you get too close to them, they can disappear under the nose and things like that, and then they will shake you. You've got a plane over there. Should I have a look? It's a funny place for him to be. Let's just go and have a look what he is. It's got to be an A-20, I think, returning to base. Really, what you're aiming for is you want to finish off an enemy in one encounter. Like, you see him cross paths, shoot, he's done. Like, that's what you want. As opposed to like a 5-minute dogfight. So you want to be able to shoot from any perspective, like any orientation, any attitude, like facing up, facing down, head to head, anything. You want to be able to shoot at any speed, any configuration of your plane attitude versus the other plane's position. That's what you want. He doesn't yet know that I'm here. He'll hear the engine. Almost close enough to fire. Got it. That'll teach you for hanging around my airbase. Still one here somewhere. It's probably at the cloud base, I would say. I came in on the deck, I couldn't see anything on the deck. Got hit in the wing by a Hispano, or maybe a 50. And then he tried doing a dive which increased the G-forces as he was turning. Here's the enemy. I got out of that one. It's a 109. Keep the power down as you turn. Don't really want to go head to head. He's bailed, and that's another kill. That's all it took. Maybe another plane here. Remember, he was on my 6. He saw me first, and I got the better of him. That's the power of the Spitfire. If you know what you're doing. So you got to kind of handle this plane delicately. Can I put it that way? Like, you see how much I just reeled him in, like reeling in a fish. It takes a bit of time. You can't go at it straight away. There was a few revolutions there, and then finally I had the better of him. And each time I went to turn, I forced myself, I disciplined myself, I made myself cut the power so that I wouldn't G-lock it. If I kept on full power that whole time, I would have G-locked it. There was a time at the end when I had no energy, and then I was going full power in the loops. It wasn't really a turn, it was more of a loop. Then you need full power. And I was making sure that I was real smooth with my throttle movements, particularly moving the throttle forward. I was like, nice and slow, don't blow this engine again. So that's what it is. It's different. It's a different plane completely to anything on the axis. And you got to fly it to its strengths. You got to know what its limitations are, and you got to know what its strengths are. And then you can shoot down 2 enemies just like that. 2 enemies here somewhere. There's one. He doesn't know I'm here yet. There's one on my tail. It's far away though. There's the negative G outside loop. Uh-oh. Probably screwed. Hey, hey. Survived so far. Damn it. That was interesting. I tried a negative G outside loop. It would have been alright if I didn't just G-lock it. Probably shot down that first one. 40 enemies versus 21 other. 2 aircraft. That was the first 2. That other one probably won't make it. That's his base there. He has to fly back to base. I shot him up pretty good. 4 enemies over this position here. 7 enemies here. And you see this base right here? That's it right there. And there's already an enemy here. Let's go right in on him and blast the crap out of him this time. Hopefully get him before he dives. You know what? I'm going to just let him dive. I'm going to rule the skies up here. 7 enemies here, you don't want to chase him. There he is. There's one of them at least. Or a very fast plane. This won't be a boom and zoom, this will be more like a chase. And then I'll go up to altitude again if he dives. Maybe try and get underneath him to stop him from seeing us. Harder to do, it's not really, I can't really do it, I'm not fast enough. Half it, I'll dive on. It's going to end up messy on the deck. Bailed. Kill number 2. Remember there's like 7 of them here, so you know what I mean? Right over the top of their temporary base. Let's just keep climbing and circling and we'll get some energy. Hopefully they don't come down from the clouds. Climb as good as we can. To escape you can go laterally any direction you want, or you can bloody climb. See how I did that so finesse? Like delicate, dainty, like a ballerina. This plane is a freaking ballerina with a freaking Tommy gun. Bang, 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 bang. That's what the Spitfire is. It's a ballerina with a bloody Tommy gun. Or an M60 machine gun. Belt fed. It can really spin and pirouette and all that shit that ballerinas do, you know, like on their tippy toes and everything. That's what the Spitfire is. But of course it has like a Gatling gun as well. It's a ballerina with a Gatling gun. Like, I just cut the power. I didn't even use flaps. I just cut the power and did some dancing. And that second Dora just went right by me. I blasted him as he was in front of my crosshairs. And then he basically went into the deck. That was pretty lion in the head, mouth in the head of a lion type stuff, you know. Awesome though, huh? Awesome. Just defeated 2 Doras.